resolution itself, but they should just pass it on.
Okay, well, what I'll do in this case is refer this to the next council meeting.
Yes.
Okay. Would that be the table or just refer it to the next council meeting?
Given the situation here, where you have a whole series that these councilmen have acted on, I would say the board would give them an opportunity to. They cannot even change. They cannot even bring themselves up to snuff on this particular issue. So
that's true. Okay. Thank you, Madam, Mr. Clerk. I will.
For clarification, up to snuff means reading the minutes.
They could read the minutes,
right.
But as far as their having observed and understood what has taken place at a particular meeting, they're going to be not going to be able to act on that particular issue.
So I'll refer it to the next committee meeting. Yes. Do I have to have a motion to do that or no? Can I just say I'll refer it to the next meeting?
I would think that, just for the record's sake, that you would move to have it.
Okay. I move to have the minutes that need to be approved, move it to the next council meeting. Do I have a motion?
Information, if I may, are you going to do it for each set of minutes, or do you want to do it for all five?
All five. But I only have two people that were here, and that was myself and Mark.
Point of order. My point of order is, if there's only two people here that were, when all this took place, these five different things.
I'm concerned that they didn't get an opportunity.
That's all we did.
I'm concerned.
We moved to the next.
So my point of order is, we only have two people here that can vote on it. The other ones weren't there. So what is your suggestion?
Really, in this particular instance, they're going to have to. I don't know if they've had an opportunity to do this. That's my concern.
And that's all not only the minutes, but the exec committee meeting, the agenda review meeting, the regular council meeting December 17th, and they can vote on the organization to do with that, I guess.
But the other one,
yeah, that's the only one. Yeah.
So, Mr. Law Director, what is the recommendation? Clearly, what is the recommendation?
The recommendation, give them an opportunity to read at least the minutes from the finance, executive, agenda, and regular meeting. They did participate in the organizational meeting, so they're obviously aware of that particular meeting. They haven't had an opportunity to really bring themselves up to some of the other meetings.
And I agree. So the only thing that we would be able to vote on at this present time is the organizational meeting.
Right.
Okay.
So can I make a motion to table the finance committee meeting dated October 24th, the executive committee meeting dated December 5th, 2013, the agenda review meeting dated December 12th, 2013, and the regular council meeting dated December 17th, 2013. Okay.
Mr. Clerk?
Need a second?
I second.
Call the roll.
Council King?
Yay.
Council Martin?
Yay.
Council Wheeler?
Yeah.
Council Thomas?
Yes. Moving right on to reports and announcement of.
No, you got the organizational.
I'm sorry, the organizational meeting. Going to have the motion on that.
Make a motion that we accept the minutes of the organizational meeting January 2nd, 2014.
Does have a second?
I second.
Mr. Clerk?
Councilor King? Council Martin?
Yay.
Council Wheeler?
Yeah.
Council Thomas?
Yes. Now I'll have the reports and announcement of the mayor.
Thank you, Madam President. It's certainly a pleasure to call you Madam President. And to the newly elected council members, it's certainly great to hear the word councilman in front of your name. And welcome back, Councilman Martin, as well.
You mean that, brother?
Thank you and have a pleasant day.
Okay, receipts and communication and petitions, are there any?
There are none.
Proclamations and reports of the council.
A proclamation of appreciation and recognition of East Cleveland firefighter Michael Thomas.
Do we have, I'm talking about, do we have any, Michael Thomas here, or?
Yeah.
Come on up, Mr. Thomas. Come on down. Michael Thomas, this is a proclamation. We were intending to give it to you before, but due to other circumstances, we didn't get to do it, and I would just read some of it in interest of time. Whereas Michael Thomas has been employed as a firefighter for the city of East Cleveland since May 18, 1983, and whereas he in his 1974 graduate of Cleveland High School and attended Central State University. Whereas a member of the City of East Cleveland Division of Fire and Emergency Medical Services, he has served as a fire safety inspector and on numerous occasions as an acting lieutenant and company commander, being directly responsible for the safety and leadership of personnel under his command and effective accomplishment of the critical tasks assigned to him on the emergency scene. And whereas he has provided a new members of the division model of calm, competent, and courageous performance of duty, whereas he has participated in the division charitable activities of providing food for the poor and raising funds for the research and treatment of sickle cell anemia, muscular dystrophy, and whereas he has been good and loving husband to Marilyn for 26 years and father to Michael Jr., whereas he has taken his well-earned retirement from the East Cleveland Division of Fire and Emergency Medical Services, effective December 22nd, 2013, and now there be it resolved that East Cleveland City Council, on behalf of the entire city and all the residents of overwhelming pride, thank firefighter Michael Thomas for his long and faithful service. We extend our best wishes to him for a happy, prosperous, and long retirement. That's so good. Can I have a hug?
Yes, you do. I want to thank you for being the advocate and friend of the firefighters from day one.
Oh, thank you.
I want to thank the city of East Cleveland for letting me be a part of your family. I want to say I'm just happy to have made it 30 years.
You want to make a minute?
I hope so.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
A letter of condolence to the family of Ronald Pinckney.
Yes.
You want to take some?
No, sir,
Oh,
I
you got it.
got it. Thank you.
I want to say too, before Councilman Martin says his condolences and everything, that Councilman Martin took the proclamation to the funeral for Arnold Pinckney, and I thank you for that.
Thank you. I should say before I get into the Arnold Pinckney situation is that he was known as a political strategist. And he was very good at what he did. Also, he was a co-founder of Pinckney Perry Insurance, the largest minority insurance company for 52 years. He was a campaign manager, and here's where the history kicks in. The first African American elected in a major city, Carl Stokes. He also was involved with the Democratic governor, Richard Celeste. husband, father, businessman. Saturday was his funeral at Olivet, packed house, over 1,000 people. The governor of the great state of Ohio was there. All the ones who've made history, George Forbes, you name them, they were there. Matter of fact, there was an important meeting that was supposed to take place that Saturday by the Kyle County Democratic Party to select judges and the county executive and that kind of thing. They canceled it. That's how profound and what impact Arnold Pinckney's made over these years as a political operative and a political strategist. I want to ask that prayers be with the family, because loss is always difficult. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I read the heart of what we have here. The loss of Arnold, and this is the City of East Cleveland Office of Council letter of condolence for the family of Arnold Pinckney. The loss of Arnold is one that is felt not just within your immediate family, but also throughout all of greater Cleveland, as he leaves behind a legacy of public service and dedication to others that should serve as a testament to the way he lived his life. Arnold's role in leading Jesse Jackson's 1984 presidential bid and managing Lou, former Congressman, and I call her Honorable Congressman Lou Stokes' congressional campaign and Carl Stokes' mayoral campaign changed Northeast Ohio and this country. He helped to reshape our political landscape and united people from all walks of life. Through his service on the school board, Arnold was also instrumental in his work rebuilding Cleveland schools. We encourage you to remember that God's grace is sufficient to see you safely through these difficult times. He knows the depths of your loss, and his strength and great love is freely given to each of you for comfort and support. His promise to all his children is that we will never leave nor forsake you. Signed, President Barbara Thomas, Vice President Tom Wheeler, Councilman Mansell Baker, Councilman Brandon King, and Councilman Nathaniel Martin. May God be with the family. Thank you.
Amen.
We will now hear from the reports of council as well as the residents have 3 minutes to give their reports, and we will adhere to that. Councilman Nathaniel Martin.
First of all, I want to say something that, and let me check. On January 28th, the Personal Appointment Committee will have its first meeting this year. The major thing that will be going over the civil service and taking care of that business, and I will have to contact our mayor to make sure that the human resource lady is there. That's the 28th at 6:30. What I want to say in my remarks is yesterday we celebrated Dr. King's birthday. He would have been 85. One thing that stands out about Dr. King with me is a quote that he made. He said, the quote goes something like, "It's not where a person stands in times of comfort and convenience, but where a person stands in times of controversy and challenge." And he would truly challenge. And the impact that he's made and we benefit from today. Dr. King wrote a book called Why We Can't Wait in 1964. What he said in that book is so relevant today as it was back in 1964. Schools that produce graduates. Half of our kids not graduating from schools. Neighborhoods that thrive. We don't have people engaged in neighborhoods half the time. A city that shows sustainable forward progress. We haven't been progress in this city for too many years. We need to change that. We must come to grips with the reality that no one can save East Cleveland but East Clevelanders. Travail Hart. It's up to us. The most profound thing that's going to happen in the next year or so is going to be the discussion of annexation. And the powers that be said, and they've told me the train has left the station. What they mean by that, and hear me well, is that it's going to happen. Now, if we can get an act together with because we have government problems, and that's been our issue before Norton got here. We've had that problem. We're not voting. That's another thing. Dr. King was strong about voting. We've got to do our part. We've got to get engaged. And lastly, our young people, which is dear to my heart. We've got to get them involved. We've got to get them involved in the high school, etc. We need to get them engaged in their community. If not, we can forget about it. Dr. King, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, a great man, a great prophet of our times. Thank you very much.